Good morning everyone. First up, I want to introduce myself. My name is Regis Salon. Today's presentations, I will going to discuss my topic. We have three topic: prenatal period, infancy, and toddlerhood. Let's start. Infancy. By the way, good day, ma'am. Classmate, good day. Start ako sa kong report. Infancy is the beginning of or early period of existence as an individual rather than as parasite in the mother's body. So we all know that this is the beginning of our early period, no, as an individual sa womb sa atuang mga sa atuang mother. Inside the womb of our mother, our life begin. Adjustment of infancy. Temperature change. There is a constant temperature of 100 in the uterine, such while temperature in the hospital way home is vary from 60 to 7 degree. Lahi gyud what do we call that temperature sa hospital and then sa temperature sa balay or sa home, di ba? Breaching when the umbilical cord is a cut of infants begin to breaching on their own. Sucking and slowing is the infants must now get a nourishment by sucking and slowing instead of receiving it through the umbilical cord. This is reflect or imperfectly developed on the birth, and the infant often gets less. Eliminations that infants' organs or elimination begin to work soon after birth, and formerly wasted products were eliminated through the umbilical cord. So, indication of a difficulty of adjustment to a prenatal's life. Loss of weight because of difficulties in adjusting the sucking and swallowing. Disorganized behavior such as irregularities and breaching, rate frequency, or eliminations and defecation. Infant mortality rate or infant mortality during the first 2 days. Physical development. The head grows the faster and matures the earliest, followed by the rest of the body downward, and addition those parts of that are closest to the center of the infant's body. The trunk grows faster and mature earlier than the parts that are farther from the center. The hands, the physical structure of brain develop rapidly as well. Reflex. The motor reflex is the normal reflex for infant. From when he or she is startled or feels like they are falling, the infant will have a started look and the arms will falling out sideways with the palm up and the thumb flex absent of the motor reflex in the newborn infant abnormal and may indicate on injury or disease. So normal nga paghawid sa bata, what do you call that, motor reflex. Neck wrapping reflex invoke rotation of the body simultaneously with the course of the movement of the head. So dapat yun ana ay proper nga paghawid sa dinhi sa part sa usa ka bata. Tonic neck reflex consists of the extension of the arms and the leg on the direction which is the face is turned facing posture. Sucking reflex excited by stroking the lips, especially by the nipple. Rooting reflex. The reflex starts when the corner of the baby's mouth is struck by touch. The baby will turn his or her head and open his or her mouth for follow and root the directions of the stroking that help the baby find the breath's battle of start feeding. So, ginagamit daw kuno sa baby ang ilahang mouth to find the battle, no, para makita nila, para ma-feel nila ang asa nga part ang ilahang kanon, di ba? Siyempre kay wala man sila di man sila makakita, so ilang mouth ilang ikuan makita to nila ang battle sa kuan or something inana. Vocalization of infants in two categories. So we have two categories vocalization of infants, no? Number one, crying infants. Cry is the very first phase of human behavior which has social value. So muna siya ang pinaka first characteristic sa infants ngo ang maghilak. So maybe we can't deny the fact that kung ang if you a human, we are human being, no, kung i-anak ta, simpre mo hilak mohilak yun ta, you can deny the fact na ita mohilak yun, no, maghilak yun ta kung mugawas ta sa womb sa tuang mama. So explosive sounds. Newborn infant occasionally makes explosive sounds similar to heavy breathing. They are entirely without meaning and occur purely by chance. So however, buccal muscles contract. Emotion of the newborn. Emotion reactions may be described as state of pleasantness and unpleasantness. The outstanding characteristic of the infant's emotional makeup is complete absence of the shape of responses showing different degree or intensity. However, the stimulus resultant emotion intense and sudden. Infant social and moral development. So these start to become aware of their environment. Their stats include listening, visual following, and sucking. The discovery of the people may be supported by his crying, smiling, and vocalizing. This response serves as signal which is attract adults to be near the newborn. Based on Lawrence Kohlberg's theory of moral development, that infant is a first stage, the pre-conventional stage, which is characteristic by obedience to being retinue ulcerated event order to avoid the punishment of pain, anxiety, and privation of independence. So according ni Lawrence Kohlberg theory, ang moral development daw kuno sa infant is ang first stage, the pre-conventional stage, no, which is characteristic sa infants, no, ang obedience to being righteous and objective event sa iyahang life sa usa ka infants, no, to prohibition for a independent person. So now we're going to discuss the next topics is all about toddlerhood. So what is toddlerhood? So the age stage toddler, which is children learn to walk, they are called toddler. Usually this term is applied to the 1 and 2 years old children. The toddler stage is very important in the child life. This is the time between the infancy and the childhood when a child learn and grow in many ways. Everything the child master a new stage begin. This grow and different for each child. Children have their own timetable during the toddler stage. Most children learn to walk, talk, solve the problem, relate the others, and more. One major task for the toddler is to learn to be independent. That is why toddlers want to do things for themselves, have their own idea about how things should happen, and use no many times each day. So, ang toddler holds kunua when kung ana nga panahon na dayon, ang children, ang mga toddler is magtuo na dayon sila to learn to walk, no? To learn to walk. So, ilalay na i-apply na din sa ilang kaugalingon, di ba? Muna rin siya guys ang pinaka importante sa stage of life sa infancy and toddlerhood, because ani nga stages sa life manggod is dili din sila makatuon paglakaw, pagsulat, or what do you think, di ba? Mag-explore dayon na ang mga toddler. So, to become independent, no? Di niya dayon magsugod nga independent na dayon sila. No? So, sa din magsugod ang ilahang mga characteristic, different characteristic dayon to na magsugod ang ilang learning sa mga toddler. Toddlers bursting with energy and ideas need to explore their environment. You need to make sure that they can explore an environment that's safe for them. They want to be independent and yet they're still very independent. So, what like I said, no? Nga ang toddlers gyud is nanadayon sila ay mga ideas, no? Mga ideas to explore everything sa palibot niya, ideas to explore environment, no? Diya adayon sila ma-independent, no? Toddlers can learn how to walk, how to write, and also magtuon na yun sila og magbasa-basa or sila himuon, di ba? Independent way na dayon ang mga toddler. So, he can explore environment. Make sure nga ang environment nga ilahang explore sa mga toddler it's safe, and then safe sila, di ba? As kung parents ka, your obligation to secure the place na safe ang imuhang toddler na i-explore ang iyang kaugalingon in that places, di ba? Next is intellectual development. So, toddlers name familiar people and object. Their attention span in a short. They are curious. They use no frequently. They are point to object that they want. They name body part of familiar pictures. They imitate animal sounds. They use pronounce me and mine. They can hold a pencil, describe. They combine the words to form a basic sentence. They point to object that they want. They use object for their intended purpose. They begin to include a second person in a printed play. So, ang intellectual development sa toddler, di niya dayon magsugod ang mga toddler nga to familiarize the things nga nakapalibot sa ilaha. For example, namanaw sila movie ang mga toddler o television, sila itanaw, na familiar nila ang mga characteristic, di ba? That's why some of the toddler, no, mga bata ga English sila, ka memorize nila ang mga characteristic sa mga kingkoy nga mga movie, di ba? Because ma-familiarize magud nila, no? And also ma-curious pud ang mga toddler sa unsay mga butangan naa sa palibot nila, no? Mga object, they name, no? Kabalo na yun sila ang mag-identify sa mga ngalan sa part of the body, no? Mag-familiar sa mga picture na ilahang nakita. So, mga animal sounds, no? Kabalo na yun sila ang mag-identify sa ilahang mga madunggan ng mga animal sound, no? Ma-familiarize na dayon nila. For example, kabalo na din na sila ang mo-identify sa mga sounds, no? Mga voice sa mga animals sa surrounding. Kabalo na sila amo identify, no? Kabalo sila nga unsay mga sounds sa frog, sounds sa cat, cow, dog, or etc. No? Kabalo sila mo identify ana. And then they cannot pronounce me and mine. For example, di na dayon, no? As mga parents ma-excited na dayon sila madungga na dayon na nila mag-pronounce ilang anak sa mama or papa. Di ba? So, grabe na nakalipay, madunggan nila nga maka-pronounce ilang anak sa word nga mama or papa. Diba? They can hold a pencil and. Okay, so dili dayon magsugod guys, kabalo din na sila mohawid og lapis, ball pen, no? Dili dayon magsugod dayon ang toddler nga mag-write or mag-eskwela dayon sila sugod. And then, they combine the two words from a basic sentence. So kabalo na dayon sila ang mag-combine sa mga words balag dili tumao, at least na combine nila ang mga words, di ba? Kabalo na dayon sila ang magtugma-tugma. They point to object that they want the use object for their intended purpose. So kabalo na dayon, no, kanang magdula-dula sila sa mga butang di ba na mga bato or mga sapatos sila dulaan nila mga any kind of object, no, nga wala mo tay purpose, di ba, or in kuan untan para sa ilahan na intended, no, because toddler gina-explore nila ang sa naa sa ilahang palibot, sa ilahang environment. So muna siya ang intellectual sa development sa toddler. Diya na dayon magsugod hangtod na dayon sa adult na development dayon ka. So they express their feelings and wishes. They follow simple direction. They still have a every limited attention span. Can use 3 or more words in combination. They can memorize short rhymes. They are use object to represent other object. They can join a simple song. They have trouble making choice, but they want to make choice to begin to think about doing something before doing it. So, ang mga toddler pod is kabalos sila mo express na dayon sila sa ilahang feelings, no? Unsa ay naa sa ilaha mga wish, no? For follow mga simple direction, they still have a very limited attention na dayon. So, kabalo lang sila dayon sila mga feelings, mag-express, no? To memorize sila mga simple things sa silang mga palibot unsa ilang gipanghimo. Social development in toddler. Desire for independent, no? Muna din na desire for independent. Toddler want to be independent. So ang toddler kuno gusto don't want to independent. Maybe we can deny the fact that we are human. We need to be independent, di ba? As long as kita gani nga dapat sa to ang mga parents, dili na ta toddler, wala pa tay dili pa ta independent because nagsalig pa ta sa to ang parents, no? But desire for independent. Toddler want to be independent. They may refuse being fed by a caregiver because they want to be fed themselves. They may also try to get away from caregivers so that is they can do some independent exploration of the world around them. So, gusto sa mga toddler daw, gusto nila nga ma-independent sila. But, we can't deny the fact that inana nga mga idara dili pwede mahimong independent siya. Kailangan pa na sila sa parents, no? Ang mga toddler. Plaguing. During the toddler stages of social development, the child primarily enjoy literary or parlor plays. Toddlers enjoying playing near other children but do not quite know how to interact with one another yet. Toddler often have a difficulty sharing. Also, toddler begin to start pretending during playtimes. So, magdula ang mga toddler. Dili na to, we cannot deny the fact, no? Mga kitantaran gaagi kita o mga dula-dula. Anxiety. And also, ang mga toddler po naapod sila yung mga cause of anxiety. So, kani siya sa mga toddler, lahi ang ilang cause of anxiety sa mga adult ng mga anxiety. So, what is toddler anxiety now? Rigor atong masahon. The toddlers often experience anxiety around unfamiliar people or other toddlers. So, kani daw nga ang anxiety nila, ang toddler ma-experience nila ang anxiety around unfamiliar people, no? Anang dili bitaw nila familiar ang usa ka tao. So, makos na sila og anxiety, labi na ang usa ka bata is hadlokanon kaayo siya. So makita siya glain nga now mahadlok na dayon siya. And then they may also start to have anxiety about situation they believe that unpleasant, such as going to the doctor or office. Toddlers may from attachment some type of object used for comforting them to anxieties such as blanket or stuffered animals. So kabalo na dayon na sila nga ma-anxiety din sila mas maadto mog office or maadto mog hospital magpa-check up na mo mahadlok na sila makikita sa doktor. no, ang mga toddler. To temper tantrums. During this stage of social development, toddlers may display and increase a number of temper tantrums. Temper tantrums usually arise from frustration about being unable to do what they want to do from their ability to communicate what and needs verbally. Muna siya ang temper tantrum. Awareness of other emotion. Toddler may begin to recognize the emotion of other around them. They may attempt the comfort and sad or crying child, for example. So, ang mga toddler guys, kaya baluna na yun sila to recognize people around them, no? Kung sad ba na siya or happy ba na siya, kabalo din na sila mo recognize, no? Mo comfort. Bakit ba yung mga bata, di ba? Mo duol sila adto kay na halasad siya, nagilak siya, duolon nila, di ba? Ipakalma nila. So, kabalo din sila mo recognize the emotions sa usa ka tao nga ilahang nakita. So that all my report for today. So, ang first topic namo ni Mr. Sarsosa is all about man sa prenatal period. So, wala pa man siguro si Mr. Sarsosa nakahimo. So, maybe or some next week, mahimo na ni Mr. Sarsosa. So, we're done to my discussion, the two topic, infancy and toddlerhood. So, that all my topic for today's video, ma'am. So, thank you, ma'am. And I hope classmate makita din ninyo kong video sa Google Classroom. So, thank you, ma'am, and God bless at all.